And moving on, I'm going to introduce our mayor. Mayor Gilmor is the fourth generation Santa Clarian. Her father, Mr. Gary Gilmor, was the first elected mayor of Santa Clara, and he served for mayor from 1969 to 1977. Following her father's death, Mayor Gilmor was first elected to the Santa Clara City Council back in 1992 and served for a total of 12 years before being appointed to the position of mayor in 2016. She was then elected mayor in 2018 and again in 2022. Mayor Gilmor is well known for her unwavering dedication to the business and residents of the city of Santa Clara, and her love for the city is unquestionable. Over the years, I've developed a tremendous amount of respect for this woman, so please help me give me a nice round of applause for Mayor this
All right, testing. Okay, it works. Thank you. That's what this cool little thing on my call is. Is that me? Okay. Hi, everyone. I am Lisa Gilmor, Mayor here in the city of Santa Clara, and I want to welcome you and thank the event organizers for choosing Santa Clara to host this event today. During my tenure of serving in the city of Santa Clara, I have had a front row seat in watching how this Valley of Heart's Delight, this agricultural center city, has turned into what we now call the center of what's possible. So I want to tell you a little bit about our city, so please bear with me. There's some facts and figures. I tried to make them a little interesting, so not to lose your attention. We have a lot going on in this small city. Next slide. So Santa Clara is definitely unique. As I said, we are called the center of what's possible. And when I say unique, it's what Santa Clara really has to offer. Santa Clara is one of the only cities in the nation that possesses a unique quadrant of assets and attractions, unlike other communities. In addition to our municipal government activities, we have a city-owned convention center, which is just half a mile down the road here. Our convention center has hosted many events from energy conferences to high-tech conferences, and recently we just hosted the Women's Conference attended by nearly 5,000 women here in Santa Clara. That was really a fun week, I'm going to tell you. We had the former Prime Minister of New Zealand, and one of my favorite speakers, Kristen Kirsch, which is one of the hosts of Top Chef. She was there as well. Secondly, we have Levi Stadium, which is an incredible stadium, again, about half a mile from this location here in Santa Clara. The stadium is owned by the city of Santa Clara, so I'm the chair of the Stadium Authority Board, and we continue to attract world-class sporting events and concert events. And I was remiss. I wanted to introduce Councilmember Kathy Watanabe right here. She's our council member from District. I thought of all the things I'm talking about, and they're all in her district here. So, all right. Third, Santa Clara we own our own electric utility, Silicon Valley Power, which is a plus for both our residents and our businesses here in our city. The public utility has been a catalyst for us to attract and retain businesses in Santa Clara. It offers affordable, sustainable, and reliable power for us, and we're very customer-oriented in Santa Clara. It also provides a real healthy financial contribution to our general fund in the city. And fourth, we have a privately owned amusement park, Great America, which is right across the street. You probably saw the roller coasters, and I don't know if you heard me screaming yet, it's a little early in the morning. But besides the entertainment value, the park has been a major employer for our local youth in Santa Clara. In fact, the biggest employer of youth. And I had my first job there 100 years ago when I was 16. So it's been a steady employer for us. The park was sold to, and the land was sold to Prologis a couple of years ago. We don't know what the results are going to be for that. They said they may be there. Great America, maybe they're up to another 11 years, but we do have a 2-year call on the lease, so we'll see what happens. But I know I hear every day from not just Santa Clara community, but other communities that They want to keep Great America, and so do I, because it really provides, an eclectic, entertainment value for, we call this our entertainment area as well. And Santa Clara, whose heart was originally founded near the University of Santa Clara in the Old Quad downtown area, has been experiencing a paradigm shift in recent years, evidenced by the level of building on this side, this north side of 101, which I refer to as Santa Clara's Uptown. With major events like FIFA World Cup, we have 6 games we were awarded in 2026 coming to Santa Clara. And no, we don't know, but countries are still qualifying. We don't know who we're gonna have here yet. But we're also hosting Super Bowl 60 in 2026. So it's going to be a really busy year here in Santa Clara. We successfully hosted Super Bowl 50 back in 2016. And so we've learned from that situation, but keep in mind, we're a fairly small to medium-sized city. So stay tuned for us. Hopefully we're gonna do really, really well with that. Next slide, please. For those who are new to Silicon Valley, and I know we have someone here from England this morning, welcome. Here are some new fast facts about Santa Clara. As featured in the San Francisco Chronicle, we are the fastest growing city in the Bay Area. And the growth is due in large part to our efforts to develop specific plans and create neighborhoods in the city. We have about 127,000 residents, with approximately 44% born outside the United States. According to a study by Smart Asset, Santa Clara is ranked number 2 in the United States in the top cities attracting millennials. So that said, you won't be surprised to hear the median age in Santa Clara is 34. Yes, I said 34. I remember that one time ago. We've developed and approved specific plans, including Tasman East, Patrick Henry, and Freedom Circle, which is where we're sitting right now on this Freedom Circle specific plan. And we've worked with the development community to get units underway before the challenges with the interest rates and the financing began. You'll see cranes here in Santa Clara with several projects under construction. And in the next 9 months, about 2,700 units are under construction and will be available to occupy. We are home to Mission College, which is literally across Great Parkway here, one of the best community colleges in the state, and to Santa Clara University, which is the oldest university in the state of California. Both institutions benefit from our Silicon Valley Power Sustainable Future Scholarship Program, which supports students in sustainability and green jobs and related educational pursuits. We are proud to have nearly 5,000 businesses located within our community, and we have a significant industrial base. We are headquarters for Applied Materials, Intel, NVIDIA, among others, and are home to a large number of data centers. We've been known to be planners, always looking towards the future. Next slide, please. At its heart, the city of Santa Clara also retains a small town feel. We focus on our community, whether it's the business community, our senior or youth communities, our neighborhood communities. We work diligently to deliver programs, provide services, and provide community events, while also improving our infrastructure, creating and welcoming a sustainable environment where Santa Clarans and their families can strive and survive and thrive. So strive, survive, and thrive. I like the survival part. We know that providing a safe, clean, and affordable and richly diverse environment and welcoming community for our Silicon Valley workforce and their families is really important, especially in attracting an educated and experienced workforce. They look at more than just the companies that they're working for. They look at the community where their employees will be living and playing as well. Next slide, please. Santa Clara also has a unique business profile and attracts a skilled workforce from all over the world, including many come to work at globally recognized companies like NVIDIA, Intel, AMD, Applied Materials, and more. We are pleased that NVIDIA achieved international recognition this summer as being the world's most valuable company, surpassing Microsoft. I hope that statistic is still valid at this moment. Things change. NVIDIA, and if you haven't seen it, has been constructing their iconic headquarter campus along Santa Mars Expressway and Walsh Avenue here in Santa Clara, which ultimately will include 3 buildings. Their first building, the Endeavor, was completed in 2018, and the second building, the Voyager, was completed in 2023. There's going to be a third building. I'm gonna call it the Enterprise, but I don't know what they're going to call it. It's all Star Trek related. They enter up in the middle, and it's pretty amazing, their building. So if you have a chance, take a look at them. We are proud of the investments that our companies make in their facilities, which fuels innovation, and we have a skilled and high-touch city team, including our new economic development director, Rena Brillo, which is right here. She was in our community development department, so she has a new role now. They help us with permitting, inspection, building out clean rooms, etc. So thank you, Rena. I'm excited to work with you going forward. And we all know the post-pandemic office vacancy rates increased significantly throughout the region. We have experienced this as well in Santa Clara. We're proud to say just in the last year, our vacancy rates have decreased by 5.8%. We're still in the 20% range, which is high, but at least we're trending in the right direction. However, the office market continues to be tough, and the average rents have decreased as well, from about $4.50 a foot to about $4.30 a foot right now. So it is still a challenging market. In my other job, I'm the Santa Clara mayor, which is supposed to be a part-time job. They lied. It's more than a part-time job. But I'm a real estate, commercial and residential broker as well, so I watch those rates as well. So we're always looking for new policies to streamline our processes, to achieve a more flexible approach and a market-driven approach in how we approach things in Santa Clara. And we, along with the commercial real estate industry, are still looking for ways to utilize and repurpose some of these vacant buildings that were caused primarily from the pandemic. We were doing quite well before the pandemic hit, but now it's shifted the way and where folks work. Many want to stay at home. We're looking 3 days a week. So the more they come back to the office, the better for our city and our community as well. Our small businesses have suffered dramatically from the workforce vacancy, especially in the lunchtime and other areas. So we're really looking to figure it out and go with the market to try to get people back to work, or at least repurpose some of these vacant buildings. With generative artificial intelligence growing at such a fast pace, coupled with notable companies creating the chips needed for AI, we believe the future will be brighter for businesses in Santa Clara, and we want to make sure that we have available resources for all their expansions, which are crucial to the future of this valley. Next slide. As I mentioned, Santa Clara is poised in the fact that we have our own electric utility, Silicon Valley Power. It's the 3rd largest publicly owned utility in the state of California, providing the city with rates that are lower than PG&E for residential, commercial, and industrial users. Our rates for residential are 55% lower than PG&E, and for business is 45% lower than PG&E for commercial. And that is really one of the reasons why we've attracted over the decades business to the city of Santa Clara. That, as well as our business-friendly attitude that we've had, and that combination has done well for us. But due to the data center load growth and aggressive decarbonization goals, SVP's peak load is estimated to almost double by 2032, from 702 megawatts to nearly 1,200 megawatts. Over the past 4 years, we have really focused on developing a plan to double our size, and have worked with the state on new transmission lines, and developed about $500 million in council-approved projects to support this growth. It's coming at such a rapid pace. We understand right now that the demand is more than our supply, but our team is working swiftly to meet the needs of our business community. Next slide, please. Data centers. Silicon Valley is a prime location for connection to extensive fiber infrastructure and service to globally recognized technology companies. Santa Clara is one of the largest West Coast data center clusters in the United States, due in large part to our SVP's reliability, clean energy, and mainly competitive rates. Data centers also rely heavily on our highly skilled and talented workforce to support their operational needs. The city currently has more than 50 data centers, with 6 more under construction and 4 more under the city's building and planning review. We know with the evolution of AI and the demand from our business community for more power that data centers is increasing. We recognize the challenges ahead and are working diligently to support businesses in the future. Next slide, please. Land development. Today we have 9,500 residential units under review or construction and 7.3 million square feet of new non-residential development under review or construction. We have a robust pipeline of recently entitled projects under construction. In fact, during the pandemic, I think we had more projects under construction than we did pre-pandemic. It's been nonstop for us as the fastest growing city in the Bay Area. Investment in existing facilities has also been strong, with 2.6 million square feet under review or construction for tenant improvements. So development is critical to the Valley and our community as we continue to expand in purposeful ways. Our meeting location today is in the city's Freedom Circle specific plan focus area, which we adopted in 2022 to allow mixed-use development in this 108-acre area for a total of 3,500 units and another 2 million square feet of office. The developer Greystar has a plan for here. We also have the Irvine Company in this specific plan, but also the Irvine Company developed our first mixed-use project in our business area in 2016 on the other side of 101, which is called Santa Clara Square. And so prior to 2016, our city had a policy that we wouldn't develop any residential in our business area. We changed that policy, and since then we've had thousands of units that are either built, under construction, or under review here north of 101 because of that policy change. So, next slide. In addition to the 9,500 units and the 7.3 million square feet of non-residential development, we know that affordable housing is a huge issue for this area and our workforce in this area. We have 2,300 multifamily affordable rental units, plus 92 affordable ownership units that are here in the city as well, in this north side. Next slide, please. We also have specific plan areas to address future housing and commercial needs in Santa Clara. The overall efforts behind the city-specific plan are to generate 20,000 plus housing units in this area, which is going to transform the live, work, play area out here in the north side. Next slide, please. We have our Tasman East specific plan. For those who don't know where that is, it's about kitty corner from Levi Stadium on Tasman off Great America. We have almost 4,500 units entitled. In this next 6 to 9 months, if you drive out there, walk out there, or bike out there, you'll see that we have 6 high-rise projects under construction totaling 1,800 units that will be completed to date, but 4,500 units planned. It's the most dense urban area of our city with densities over 100 dwelling units per acre. It's a transit-oriented development next to a VTA light rail and connection with all sorts of public transportation. Next slide, please. We have our downtown precise plan, which is near Santa Clara University. We adopted it in 2023. It will facilitate the rebuilding of a traditional downtown, which was demolished due to redevelopment back in 1965, which will also add commercial units for development there, utilizing a form-based code which will give the look and feel of the downtown area, encourage future development with a lively pedestrian-oriented shopping district. This has been a project that's a long time coming, and it's probably going to be a little bit longer in development, but the community, downtown community, traditional Santa Clara communities are excited about that. Next slide, please. We have our Santa Clara Station area plan, also near Santa Clara University, an important project in our city. It's a 244 acre area adjacent to the existing Santa Clara transit station served by Caltrain, Altamont Commuter Express, and the VTA bus service. This strategic location is a major transportation hub connecting to rail, bus, and in close proximity to the freeway, San Jose Airport, Santa Clara University, and the city's downtown. This is the area where the BART extension, the terminus, is supposed to be developed. That's VTA BART Phase 2 extension, and we're looking forward to that. We broke ground on that a couple months ago, and it's going to be long in coming. It'll be to finish sometime 2030 something. They keep adding time on. I don't know, 2035. I'll just make that up. Okay, somewhere around that. And last but not least, we have, next slide please, related Santa Clara. By the way, we're building a city within a city out here on the north side. It's a 239 acre project valued at $6.5 billion. Related company is the same company that built Hudson Yards in New York, in Manhattan. They built their project in Manhattan over a working rail yard. Here in Santa Clara, they are proposed to build this project underneath a trash dump. So it's our landfill here in the city, and they're going to build a platform above the landfill and build the project above the platform. In New York, they have the High Line next to them. Here, they'll have the San Tomas Creek Trail next to them. So it's California style project. It's an amazing project. It's about 9.2 million square feet. That includes residential, office, retail, hotels, food and beverage, and entertainment space. Also, we have a 30-acre north side park that would be part of the development. Earlier this year, on the office side of the project, Related submitted an alternate development plan for the portion of the site that's on the east side of Lafayette, which is not part of the city center core. They indicated that they need to pivot in the post-COVID realities of reduced market demand for office development. So their development plan includes light industrial development, warehouse on one side of the project. But the city center would have been under construction right now and probably would have been open for 2026 World Cup and Super Bowl if it wasn't for the pandemic and the different economic market. But they are supposed to break ground in early 2025 for that. So this is just a snapshot of Santa Clara, things that we have going on. We're a very busy city. We might be small, but we're mighty. And like I said, we are open to the business community, and we try to pivot and be flexible with the business community. And if you have any questions, I'll be here for later times. But thank you for letting me present this for the city of Santa Clara. Thank you.